Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Lyndon King Arthur. Fighting as a light heavyweight, 78.5 kilos, 188 centimeters tall with a reach of 189.
I'll always go for reach every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's going to touch you. But someone that can get in close, that has the power to get up close and personal and break those ribs, get those shots into the body, you've got to look out for that.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Lyndon King Arthur. Over half of his wins have come by way of knockout. This power-punching light heavyweight fights out of Manchester, United Kingdom.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jim.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, here is an intercontinental light heavyweight champion, Lyndon King Arthur.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he caught him with a left hook. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A perfect counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. He blocks the jab. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Nice counter. No rest for the weary. He blocks the uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That counter shot lands. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Tried to score with a jab. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And Arthur got the worst of that exchange, and he might go down. Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead he's in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Oh, and that was a big shot to Arthur. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Are we about to see Arthur go down? A very competitive round here so far. Takes a deep breath, but right back into the line of fire he goes.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting. It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And Arthur got the worst of that exchange, and he might go down. Is he on his feet? This doesn't make sense.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That counter, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Stay focused. Don't let him catch the fight. Finish it. Just keep him on the end of that jab and you give your time in. You're well loading up, but you're still landing your power shots. Don't forget the jab up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Good work.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. The jab not finding its target.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Through the hook, didn't land. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Oh, and that was a big shot to Arthur. A very competitive round. Are we about to see Arthur go down? Lyndon Arthur can't take anymore, and down he goes. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
Talk about Arthur in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked. They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You'd like to see more jabs. They exchange punches. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
And Arthur got the worst of that exchange, and he might go down. And it appears they weathered the storm. Oh, and that was a big shot to Arthur. Is down to the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Arthur in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff there.
And that hook misses. I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Are we about to see Arthur go down? And King Arthur goes down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
What resilience to be down.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Arthur in that last. They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself, and Arthur got the worst of that exchange, and he might go down. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought this. No!
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. No, we don't see a knockdown. Oh, and that was a big shot to Arthur. Looks like trouble was averted.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it?
The fight is over.
And he will stop the fight.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
This round could go easy. So it is a TKO win here. No doubt about the outcome.
Just like another like TKO. It's Teddy Pendergrass over. TKO is spot on.